go right into our show today. So, hello everyone and welcome. This is Jackie Geisinger, your Regional Leadership Development Director for the Amber region, which represents the entire United States general market or English-speaking market. So you are coming on today, the beautiful month of August, our Heritage Week at Jafra Cosmetics, celebrating 63 years of Jafra. So yay, I love it. The watchers got their pom-poms going. Super stoked to see that. And Amber region, as we host today's training, this is a recap of National Conference 2019. For those of you that were with us, first and foremost, I couldn't be more proud of your team spirit. I couldn't be more proud of how much you loved on each other in every other market and just really enjoyed yourself. We were there to have fun. We can do business, we can do training, but we operate from our heart, from the stage, from the time we get up in the morning to the time we go to sleep. And to see you all networking, having fun, enjoying each other, and loving each other from your heart, that's when we know the conference is successful. And so I just celebrate and honor you all. The Amber region shined right on through. We had great recognition. We'll recap when we get our final updates to everyone who had national recognition. But thank you again for who you are, but most importantly, where we're going to go at the next conference. So I know we all set some big new goals, some visions to be on stage, some visions to represent Amber even different and better. So I'm just super excited for each and every one of you because 2020 starts today. So it really is about what we do. So let's take us right to our show. Bear with me. I'm going to get ourselves on our share screen. I know you're all right now missing each other. It's been a few days away and you're all like, oh my gosh, I miss you. So I love to see that. Okay, here we go. Let me take you to our share screen here today. And again, this is really all about our heritage. Jafra Conference 2019 was all about one heart, one Jafra, coming together across 11 regions, going back in our history of time, but moving forward in the legacy of the future of Jafra. The last 63 years, bringing back the heritage of Jan and Frank Day, never forgetting the story and our leaders who took us to the 63rd anniversary and grew Jafra USA. But at the same time, it's the legacy we leave behind. To be an older company. It is about what might have to keeping those big dreams going. So again, Jafra Amber region, I just say bravo. Thank you for a great time. Continue sharing your stories and your photos. So as we continue to move forward, again, please keep going on Facebook, sharing in WhatsApp, but it really is about how you impact your story to impact creating new stories. Now I want you to picture, as we went from Austin, what will happen in California? What do we have coming up in the next future? How many people will be at your table? What awards are you going to be honored for at our expo, on stage, moving up in title? That vision begins today. So from all of you there, yay. To all of us in the future, let's get ready to go and grow. So as we go into today, nothing better than kicking it off with a wonderful quote from Jan Day. When Frank and I started out, we had a dream to offer the finest skincare program possible, but to also establish a company with a heart, a company sensitive to the needs and the hopes of those who would join it. That is really what our conference was about. We took this quote, we developed the one heart, one Jafra to continue the next 63 years, delivering even more beauty products, even more benefits to our company to help people create their goals and dreams and suit their family's needs, and to give people hope of beauty and hope of business. So you saw in our Jafra Expo a beautiful legacy contribution to Jan and Frank through the years from 1956 to 2019. You got to take many photos, from being live in a brochure to experiencing our experts in product to the Mazda program. We're going to bring some of that to you today with extraordinary training that we had. The best training I think I've ever seen, because we invested in the people who make our product to fly there and tell you about it. It wasn't just training. It was literally the real authentic creation of Jafra products for you. This is our history. You are the future. One of the things that we were proud to announce is the legacy home of Jan and Frank. So I will tell you more about that as we go on, but we are here to say the USA is where Jafra began. The USA is where we capture legacies and create those futures together. So, Janice Todd, are you out there with us today? And Janice, if you're out there, you are muted. We can't hear you.
Hey, Jackie.
There she is. Janice Todd, tell us about 2020, our leap into the next future.
Okay, so in 2020, in the month of February 2020, we are going to Hollywood, California to receive prizes, get training on color, maybe some skincare, learn more about Royal Jelly. What about that men's line? We'll have some new male consultants, and we're going to hear more about our 2020 awards program.
You got it. So the 2020 conference, everyone who went to national conference, we are very proud to say that you were able, if you were in the room on Sunday, we gave you a special rate of $89 to go to National Conference 2020. So we want to thank you for being there live. We want to thank you for being the early bird registration. So let me make just a quick announcement. We had almost 100% of our attendees in Austin already sign up for Conference 2020. So Janice, what is the price for everyone else for Conference 2020?
$119, and I would register this month. I would not wait. Like Jackie said, we did not want to go home. The friendships that we shared at this conference and the training and just every second, it was on point.
So thank you for that. $119 will be the rate, and we will be posting that soon. And we are going to have, I will tell you this, we will let you know the location. We will let you know the date. We are going to try to stay around that Hollywood area, but guess what's happened? We are almost sold out already. So we are already looking for a new venue, a new location. So just know the announcement is coming. We are feverishly looking for a big venue because you already proved to us, Jafra USA, that we're going big in February 2020. So absolutely. Janice, is there anything you would like to share about the Legacy Home? I didn't really share too much about it. Do you have just a minute to share what that is?
Yes, recapping everything about Jan Day, learning the stories, the heartwarming stories from the ladies that were in Jafra for 50 and 60 years, hearing how Jan Day and Frank they came into Jan and Frank Day's home and how they shared such a personal relationship with them, and it was like home when they went to their home. Also, too, just seeing Jafra's focus, at this conference. They were all about the Royal Jelly and introducing the men's line. I mean, it is too exciting to know that now we are going to have something in our line for female and male consultants to be on board. I think we're one of the first companies to come up with a male sign-on kit.
You got it. I love it. Thank you for that quick overview. So one of the big announcements we did, and one of the reasons we want to continue on to conference being in California, wherever we land, is that we are proud to say Jafra/Forvik, your investment company, purchased Jan and Frank's Jafra home in Malibu. Estelle Day, the granddaughter of Jan and Frank, worked with Judith and Forvik, and we officially are now turning Jan and Frank's original home, where they built Jafra Cosmetics in their garage, had meetings and overnights at their home. We are turning that into our legacy home, our legacy estate of Jafra, where we're going to bring our top Jafra celebrities and more to this home. We will inaugurate the home in October with our Ladies in Red and ambassadors, and we are so excited to be able to share more about that coming soon. That is really why we said one heart, one Jafra, going back to our roots and growing forward into the future. We have taken the home, we're going to remodel it, make it a little image in a modern day world of what Jan and Frank had in their home, make it a memorial of all their legacies that Janice just talked about, with pictures and stories, and a place where we bring the best of the best in Jafra. So as we go forward, let's kick us into the top story that Janice just left us with. The joy, the thrill, it's raining men at Jafra, because Jafra Royal has now been made for men. So I want to deliver to you, I'm going to go back to the screen because they're just too gosh darn cute, and then we'll go back to my PowerPoint. But I think they're on. And Hannah Wachter, where are you? The Amber Pup. Hi,
Amber.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome.
Hey everyone. Oh my word, it's so great to be here with you guys. We miss you. Janice, great job talking about Hollywood. Just want to give a quick shout out to Janice. She is a Jafra Royal powerhouse, and I just appreciate her example. It inspired me to sell, and I'd love seeing you on stage, Janice. You're an inspiration. But as she already talked about, she talked about the men's line. And Glenn and I are super excited to tell you guys a little bit more about Jafra Royal Men. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to review some of the selling benefits. Glenn's also going to jump in and review some of the selling benefits. And then we're just going to kind of talk about each of the products, a little bit about ingredients and stuff like that. So we're just going to ping pong back and forth.
Because I'm one of the first users of the products. So I'm really excited to talk about it for the first time too.
Yes. Okay. So as you can see on this slide, Jafra Royal Men is made for men because men's skin is different. Pay attention to that. Men's skin is different. As that first bullet point down there says, men have thicker skin. We learned that men's skin is actually 25% thicker than women. So as a result of that, it's harder for products to penetrate their skin, right? So our regular Royal Jelly, it's powered with RJX. It's amazing, but even so, because men's skin is different, it's still harder to penetrate. So what they've done is they've created a formula specific for men's skin to allow for more of that penetration and that absorbance of those great ingredients. So I think that's really important. Remember that when you're talking to your clients, etc. They actually have denser collagen. We learned that too. 80% of how you age is all about your skin. That's how people read it. So even if men and women are the same age, men often look younger just because their skin is thicker, which is that also is interesting, and their collagen lasts longer. So those are just some stats and just some information. And I think one of the great selling points is that men today, to stay competitive, need to look sharp and well-groomed, okay? So just because they have a skincare regimen, it doesn't make them less of a man. And that's in the video that you'll see, etc. And I think that's true. Glenn, you're a VP at your company, and you always have to look good. What do you say about that?
I think it makes a big difference, just my appearance, more and more as I go through meetings and go through experiences in the corporate world, especially in healthcare where it's extremely competitive. I need to look my best. And so I'm delighted to see these new products come out, and I'm excited to try each and every one of them. 2 so far that I've tried, and I'm extremely impressed.
Yeah, awesome. So I think, Jackie, you have do you want to share your 3 value propositions about, or do you want to?
I think I'll add them as we go.
Weave them in.
Right.
Okay,
but
so
I've got 3.
Okay, yeah, he's got 3 value propositions. But you can see this is the beautiful Jaffa Royal men's line. We actually have here in person, at conference, we were able to get the Clean and Condition face wash and then the 3-in-1 face moisturizer. So a little bit about the cleanser. We'll skip to that slide. Ben, do you want to talk a little bit about the cleanser and your experience so far?
Okay, true confession. Everyone on this call, all 76 of you now, are going to learn a little bit more about my own personal regimen than you've ever wanted to know. And my regimen is very, very absent. So I'm just starting to be a person who washes his face. I have to admit that as a guy. It's just not a major priority. It should be good enough in the shower. But no, I'm actually starting to use the face wash, the Clean and Condition face wash, which is 2 or 3 uses so far, and my skin feels actually much, much healthier in just a couple of uses. It actually impressed me first when I smelled it. It reminds me of the Red Intense JF9 fragrance, which I love. So it has a refreshing odor, and my skin feels actually wonderful after using it a couple of times. So I can see now adding that in maybe in a morning or an evening face wash as a regular part of my routine.
Yeah, I think one thing, Glenn, we tried to do the royal jelly. It's hard to, get that in there for him. One thing though that he struggled with is psoriasis around his nose right here in this area. So he's going into high corporate offices and meetings, and he's worrying about his skin and his face here because it's really dry. After 2 uses of just this, the cleanser and the moisturizer, I can already tell that this inflammation is calming down. The skin isn't flaking as much. Already results after 2 days of using it. So this is an amazing product. I think the thing about this is that, Jackie, if you want to even go back to the slide with all the ingredients, the cleanser has caffeine and honey in it. The caffeine calms the skin, and then the honey hydrates the skin. And I think that's already been your experience.
That's one of my first value props of 3, is the ingredients do matter. And I think this really will connect with all buyers of these products, but certainly men do care about even ingredients that they recognize the components of, like salicylic acid and silica. Those are known things that I've seen in many places. Having a chemistry background, I get it, but then it goes into something very tangible like honey and caffeine. That makes sense. I can feel the calming of that caffeine and the hydration of that honey. So I think ingredients do matter, and that's a huge value prop to convey to your male clients.
Yeah, and then just going on with that from the cleanser, the next step in the regimen is, what's great, I'm just gonna piggyback to this real quick too. You're gonna see Jaffa, of course, has come out with amazing tools for us. So of course they've given us a multi-fold. You don't have to skip there, Jackie, just yet, but there's this gorgeous multi-fold, and it's got the steps 1, 2, and 3. So after you do the cleanser, the men will do the post-shave face tonic. This is also gonna help with redness and inflammation. This is gonna be another great step. I'm super excited. I just got our kits. I just paid for it on the way. So I'm super excited for Glenn to add that to his regimen because, like I said, he has some redness as well. I think that's going to be wonderful. If we jump to the age defense, next step in the regimen, the face hydrator. Okay, hyaluronic acid. We all know how important that is. And this has the royal jelly that has RJX technology as well. So you get both of those amazing ingredients in this product. I think this is going to be powerful. This is the 3rd step in the regimen for men to use. Do you have any other thoughts about that one? Or
I have a lot of wrinkles, and I'm sensitive to those, and I think a lot of men are. I'm trying to look my best and look young, but I'm not as young as I used to be, and I know. So this is going to be important for me to incorporate into my routine and kind of keep up with her.
You're young. You look great. Okay. And then the final and 4th step in the regimen is the 3-in-1 face moisturizer. This has SPF 20 in it. Of course, we know how important sun protection is for the skin. Like I said, 80% of Aging is based off of your skin. If you're not putting on some SPF, we know it's not good. And the sun shines on men and women alike. So men definitely need SPF too as well. But what do you love about the 3-in-1?
This is my third value prop of why I love this product line. It's that it's a 3-in-1. And if you look next to my sink, even now, there's 3 Royal Jelly products in a row, then I can't figure out which one to use first. So here it is. This shows the product intelligence of the design of the design team at Jafra. Let's put all 3-in-1 bottle. This is smart for men. So please take my word for it. This is going to improve usage and utilization dramatically for me.
Right, make it simple, make it easy, right?
Easy. I have 20 minutes to get ready.
Yeah.
That's it.
Total. Okay. What's your second value prop?
You already stole it. It was the
Sorry.
Stay, look younger, and be more competitive by having an actual skin regimen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's important.
Absolutely. So as Jackie's pulling up right now, of course, like I already said, Jafra gives us amazing tools, okay? So you have sachet postcards. You have a travel size set. You also have a beautiful multi-fold that will show men how to use it. I don't know if you can see me or if you can see the screen, but this is just an amazing tool. We got this at conference. It's absolutely beautiful, just like all of our other multi-folds. Use these tools. I've already ordered, I think, 40 sachet cards. I have a lot of networking groups. I'm going to give them out to the men there, to their wives, you know, whoever. Glenn and I have already booked a couples party. We plan to use all these things as tools. So take advantage of what Jafra has to share about Royal Men. This is an amazing product. There they are, the beautiful travel size set and the gorgeous multi-fold. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, and just last thing from my side, this is a company that was started by a couple. And how wonderful now to open the door for couples to work together. Yeah. I'm really excited by this, so I hope you guys are too.
Yeah, that's what we got, Royal Men.
Woo! Let's hear it for the Wachters. Thank you so much. You're a great team, and thanks for sharing your insight and your excitement as well. I know you're off to camping. Go have a lot of fun. Enjoy the kids. Bye. Thank you. Okay, let's take us next. I've got her right here on screen next to me, Miss Linda Wright. She is going to share with us what we've got. Great products. We've got the beauty products, not just beauty, but gorgeous skin for men. But next, we've got a business proposition for men. Are you ready, Linda? And you're muted.
Now there I am. Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. And let's see what we've got.
There you go. Oh, Susan, thank you for bringing my sister into this. You know, this is a really good segue, that picture. When you think of an opportunity in Jafra, we always think of women, right? And that's normal. We are a direct sales, pretty much 73% of the people in direct sales are women. However, there's an opportunity here. There's only about 26.5% in direct sales that are male. So there's a building opportunity. The young men today, the millennials, the Gen Xers, are looking for something that will give value to their lives. They're more in tune with wellness products. They are listening, and because they've got a couple side gigs on, you know, that they're doing. It's not just one job. They have 2 or 3 little jobs. And when we were given this opportunity about the business kit for men, my mind just expanded. And I saw the room, and I didn't know we were going to California at the time, but I saw the next conference with more men seated in our audience. And I discovered from Judith that in Mexico, there's a large percentage of male consultants. So we have this opportunity now in America to give young men, and it doesn't really matter what age, because this opportunity is for everybody. But the reason I got excited about seeing this picture, and also thinking about Jan and Frank, Glenn's right. The business was started by a couple. And, you know, why not open up your mind, expand your mind? Some of us are better with one-on-one, some are better with business, and oftentimes our partners are good in something else. So wouldn't it be a great opportunity to have fun? Not every single time we do a Jafra party maybe, but once in a while, like Glenn and Hannah are doing. They're having a couples party. And why not invite your husband or your brother or a cousin or somebody you just enjoy being around to share the business with you? What you see in front of you is the men's Royal, Jafra Royal Men Business Kit. You see a price of $19. This is only available this month. They get 2 pieces, the clean and conditioning face wash and the 3-in-1 moisturizer, and plus the fragrance Hero, which is a lovely fragrance. It's really beautiful. This is a great way for somebody to put their foot into it, into the business. So I think that we have a great opportunity. And one of the brochures, fold-outs that Jafra gave us at conference is called Jafra Royal Life, powered by RJX. And what I love about it, there's a man and a woman in the cover, right? It says we have something for everybody. So men skincare, women, Boost, Luna Bright, everything, all in one brochure. So I'm looking forward to going out there and sharing this opportunity with the men in the chamber, because there's going to be more coming up. There's a new business kit for men starting in September. Ta-da! It'll be $39, as you see pictured here. It's going to include the entire men's line. In addition, the Royal Jelly Eye Cream, because, as my husband told me, he doesn't like those little lines around here. And he said, I want to look younger. You know, I don't necessarily want to look like an old man. And we know that that eye cream has a track record of success. So they also get the Navigo cologne and the deodorant with it. So $39, what a great way to start a business. I'm excited about it. I think it's amazing. As a matter of fact, I don't even have my products anymore because I had a guest stay at the house. And I said, here, try this. Tell me what you think. The next thing I knew, he was putting it into a suitcase and said, how much do I owe you? And I said, for what? He said, for these products. I didn't tell him they weren't for him. I mean, they're brand new. So, but he said, oh, I love them. I could tell a difference right when I washed my face. So I think we're going to see a lot more business generated through this men's line and the men's business kit.
I love it. Thank you so much, Linda. And it's so true. We had a meeting last night in Rochester, and some of the husbands came with Gina's team, and they were just so excited. We all tried the product. It was amazing. And it was so fun to see them. They were brainstorming like, okay, so what do we say when we go to the gym every day? Because you can't just say, hey, man, you got a regimen, right? So they were like, you know, you come in through the shaving aspect. You come in through this, right, or a cologne. It's just so fun to see them engaged, and they really want to go share it because it's such an amazing product. The best part, as you heard the Wachters and Linda, is this fold-out guide is phenomenal. It's one of the best tools. Talks about day and night usage, talks about each product. You literally do your couples parties right from here. What a great tool to give with your sachets or travel sets. But it was really, they really talked about just give the man the products. As you just heard Linda say, they'll walk away and want them. Let them smell and try. They were so fantastic last night, and we just loved the tools. This was hands down, alongside the samples, the easiest way to let men experience it versus go, yeah, no, I don't need skincare, thanks. They don't know. They just need to try it, just like your house guest, right? Mm-hmm. So it really is about having fun. And I love the couples business approach. I love couples parties, couples opportunity meetings. So how cool is this going to be this fall and holiday season for each and every one of you? We've got the tools. We're going to make it cool. We're going to have a lot of fun, right? So thank you, Jafra, for that. I'm going to pause because Linda said something really cool that I wanted to come back to as well. This is the new Royal Jelly fold-out guide. OMG. That's all I got. It's amazing. This talks about Jafra. Remember, we had opportunity brochures. We know they're working on new tools for us because of the new language needed in direct sales. This is the best opportunity guide you could have. This is amazing. And I love guy and girl, right? Super cool approach with Jafra. Again, suits us beautifully. But when you think, what is Jafra? A company built by a couple, made for a couple, right? So wonderful, from product usage to business usage together. And inside, I know it doesn't look great on a camera, but oh my gosh, here are the 5 powerful brands of RJX. And by the way, more to come. So stay tuned. February 2020, you gotta be there to see what's next in our RJX line. In there, it talks about the propositioning statements. I love that Hannah was doing that. But talking about how does Royal Jelly, what are the 5 reasons to build your business with Jafra Royal? So it literally is about why you want a Jafra business. And what makes our businesses successful is Jafra Royal. It then talks about our history of Royal Jelly. It talks about what is Royal Jelly. So you don't have to fumble for words or wonder what to say. It's all in one fold-out guide. So again, this is brand new. These are all of your tools to take us forward to continue what makes Jafra different. The incredible RJX and the most amazing business platform in the industry. So again, and I loved your facts. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Hannah. Loved it. So, bye guys. Next, we know men love to drive, right? So driving their way to success, we're going to take from product to program. So we have Lisa Washington with us today. She is most excited to bring to you, to renew to you all the Jafra Mazda program. Hi, Miss Lisa Washington.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I am excited about the new Mazda program, the new old Mazda program, or a new understanding of the Mazda program. Jackie, am I able to share my screen?
Go for it.
Okay, so I just loaded up the brochure here. I've gone over it a couple of times, and hold on a minute. I've gone over there a couple of times, and I sat through the presentation at National Conference, and I was probably the most critical person that sat there through there. I know that Juan Carlos, every time I looked up, you know, he would look me in the eye. He knew I was there to critique it a little bit. And so I have to just say, first of all, I couldn't find anything wrong with the whole program, the presentation. It's not that anything changed. It's just that when it came out, it didn't have the support pieces and the tools to go with it. And so it was a little difficult to understand. And I think that, you know, especially the English market, because of our history, we shy away from that we don't understand. And so he did a really good job of putting the pieces together. Jackie, you know, he kept saying they were coming, but they were never coming fast enough for me. I wanted it yesterday. But so here's the thing. The Mazda program is the same. We've seen the history. We see that it's doable. Not just one person. If one person get it, it could be a fluke. But if as many people as has gotten it, and as many people who are almost there, who are on the road to getting it, it's clearly proven to be a program that works and is doable, and you don't have to spend your entire life doing it. So this first slide got me though, because why should you participate? And it's a simple one-word answer is growth. And I know me, even when I didn't get the car, I got the growth, and that's what everybody will get. For me, if you get 6 months in, it's 6 months worth of growth in the right direction. And who knows, you can hit momentum and go the other 6 months. It's totally doable. And we had lots of ladies on stage saying that the way to do it, or even Anita, when she was our guest, she said she made a decision to take 1 month at a time. And the support tools really help you to do that. I don't see the support tools in here that we got at National Conference, but it tells you the whole program, then it breaks it down into the quarters, and then it breaks the quarters down into months. And it says, you know, for your first month, your target is 3,000. And then for your second month, your target is 3,000 for a total of 6. And then your third month, your target is 3,000 for a total of 9. And so it's so simple that, you know, an elementary school person could understand it. There's nothing difficult to understand. So that takes away some of the fear. And again, I think one of the keys to this is going to be owning it. And I know Anita said she went to the dealership and she test drove that car over and over and over and over again until one day she went there, and when she test drove it, when she got out of it, she was like, that's my car. And so she had the mental, determination to do it, but she needed to get her heart on board. And that's how she got her heart on board. And I know some of us might do it a different way, but that's how she did it. So, you know, I've talked about some reasons to do it. Number one, it's going to be growth in the right direction. Number two, there are a lot of people who have done it and are doing it. So you won't be alone. And there's somebody you can always ask for help or for direction. And she also said that she called home office every day asking questions. So there is also that avenue. So now that we know why do it and have some idea of how to do it, how to get started is by sending an email by the 20th of the month. Of course, this 20th is gone. So that means that the next opportunity to get this, to have this done is to let Jaffer know by the 20th of September that you want to go into the program on the October 1st. And once you do, they're going to send you your base. So I'm going to go here and just quickly run through the program. It's 12 months broken up into 4 quarters. And again, you have a beautiful brochure that breaks down the quarters into months. Nothing is left to chance. They show you diagrams of what the limit should look like here, your first month. And they show, and then they even give you options. It says, by this month, your limit should look like this, or it should look like this, or it should look like this. And so it's not their way or the highway. You've got so many options to work from. We didn't know this when this thing first came out. We didn't know that, you know, you've got option 1 and option 2 and option 3 to choose from, but it's very clear now. So, you just, these are the program goals: to maintain your base and grow it. And again, they were very clear on what your base is, and if you should lose some of your base, on ways for you to replace what you lost and still keep your growth. I mean, they covered everything. I couldn't think of one single thing that was not covered in this new program with the tools that they have to support it. Again, the program hasn't changed, but the understanding of it is so simplified. So all of this is just the details of what you need. 5 new generation groups. Generation 1 is first line, 3 new generation 2, and 1 new generation 3. And actually, I'm seeing some of the ladies out there doing it. they're promoting these branches faster than they need to promote them. And that's building even bigger base. And I thought, wow, how smart. Why wait until the second quarter when you can put a couple of managers in place fast? So loved all of it. And I think, if you go into it with the right mindset, the right heart set, and not worry about the 162,000, Mama always said sufficient for each day is his own anxiety. I'm not going to worry about 12 months from now. I just want to worry about this 1 month right here. And that 1 month is doable. When you look at it, it's doable. And let me just say this. All of the new programs support this. All of the new programs support this. The VIP club support this. The elite level support this with the yearly recognition of having 1,000 in sales a month and 2 recruits a month. So it's like if you do 401, you can do it steady and slow. But if you do 1,002, you're on the fast track. Everything aligns. And I was just giddy about how all of the little pieces of the puzzle, it just solidifies the foundation which to build everything off of. Could not have asked for better. So I'm not going to go through all the slides except for to say that there's FAQs in the brochure, so that if you have questions, you can get your questions answered. And the only thing you have to decide is, are you ready for growth? If you're not ready for the monster, but you are ready for growth, it's still a great program that will drive both. And again, these are just charts and charts and charts of what your options are. I loved it. So if you're ready for growth, this is the program that I think could make the difference. And that's it.
Okay, so thank you. That's what I was looking for right there. Thank you so much, Lisa. I think the key, you said it so magically, is one of the things we learned from Anita. And by the way, if you did not see her recorded call that we did with her, it is in the Monday. So when you go into our units on Facebook, we have it stored there under the toolkit, Leaders Toolkit, Moving Mondays. July through December. It's there and it is fantastic. And Lisa, you hit the nail on the head. It really is a decision, right? It's about being ready. It's not doing business as you're doing it today. It really is what we learned from Anita. As Lisa said, she went to that car dealership. She drove that car. She was there again and again until she said, I'm ready. And when she was ready, she had core strategies, and she shares her expertise with us on what were her core strategies. And it's a model that this was her. She was a district manager level 1. She was fairly new to Jafra, didn't know a lot, hadn't built a lot, but wanted to. She didn't know how to go from here to ambassador. When she saw the car, she knew that growth that Lisa did such a tremendous story about was the one thing that would leverage her to where she wanted to go. This just gave her the recipe of what to do every single month. And she followed the recipe and found her way to do it. She wasn't born knowing how to do it, but she committed to daily activities and actions that she never steered from. She did it again and again. She asked for help when she got stuck. She asked questions when she got a little dazed, because sometimes you look at that brochure, that one with all the monthly dots on the paper feels a little like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that. It's not about that. It's saying, I'm okay. I trust I will get help. And you have your regionals. Everyone in the Mazda program comes together either as a group or one-on-one every month. You get your reports from Jafra. We're here with you, your upline, your home office team. We have given away 6 cars. We produced two new ambassadors in the last 6 months. This is all a whole stage full of new district directors because they're in the car program. Lisa, you said it beautifully. If your goal is to be a lady in red, Your goal is to be a lady or man in gold, ambassadors. This car tells you how to get there, but it's more brilliant than just getting there. It teaches you wide and deep, the comp plan model. 5 direct groups, 3 second line, and 1 third line, right? So, or Gen 0, 1, 2, however they do the numbers, but it's a V. You are now growing depth and width, which is the magic to the wealth opportunity of compensation plans. So again, such a brilliant program. The joy was Miss Anita went from DM1 all the way to DD2 from the CAR program formula. So she will be, within 12 months or less, an ambassador. So she's getting a free Mazda, lock, stock, and barrel, title and all. She's now a director earning car cash, hundreds of dollars a month car cash. And then when she's an ambassador, the $70,000 Mercedes new car every 2 years. All of that is there. Most companies say you can't earn it all. We have no limits. Everyone can have it all. So never in our history have we had that. So I want to say a great big thank you. This is our first half of our after conference edition. I want to say thank you to Hannah and Glenn. I want to say thank you to Janice Todd. I want to say thank you to Linda Wright. And I want to say thank you to Lisa Washington. These programs and these products are just the first half of what is new for me, meaning you, in 63. Dream, decide, hold meetings near the Mazda, what do we call it? The Mazda dealership near you. Take your team to drive a car. It's about team dreams, not me dreams. When was the last time you did that or went to a Mercedes dealer? I remember when Gina and Marie were earning that Mercedes way back when. They were at the dealership. They went there. They smelt it. They drove it. Get your pictures taken by the car. That's how you get ready. And Lisa said something so smart. When you go in the program, I will just give you this. If you're debating on going in the program, have you and your upline have an interview with me. I've coached a lot in this program. I get it inside and out. And there is a stage of being ready. Because the key is promoting groups, but having the sales and promoting them right in the first month. You said it, Lisa. What are you noticing? How do you earn the car? Promoting as many as you can right in the beginning. That's how you grow $162,000 volume. You can't say, okay, I'm going to go in it, and I only need 1 group at the end of 3 months. No, you lost 9,000 in sales waiting till the end. This is not how the program operates. It's coming out each quarter with those groups promoted and averaging $3,000 a month per new group. How do you do that? Sponsoring. If you add 2 new sponsors a month to every group you promote minimum, when they do that, you go from 2,400 to 3,000 naturally. The quarterly bonus is the answer. Everyone joins with a friend. Everyone joins with a business buddy. And that grows into the quarterly, which grows into new groups, which grows into title, which grows into a car. So all of it works. It's the one all-encompassing program, like Lisa said. Anything you want comes by following the roadmap. This is your highway to it all, if that's you. So again, thank you to all of you. The best part of this closing segment was our beautiful Anita Diaz, who is the upline to our new district director, Rosa Lopez, who we cheered. She had the loudest cheers in the nation at national conference. Wow, it was standing on stage. My goosebumps couldn't get any bigger. My tears couldn't be held back anymore for stage. It was so cool to just celebrate Rosa. And Anita is her upline. And guess what? At the end of the night, Anita Diaz received the Jan and Frank Day Award. So nothing made our heart happier to just have her share with us. So please take that video, We saved it for you. It's separate, just her. And think about who you can share that with. Think about who you can text that to. And who is a potential Mazda driver that maybe isn't even in the business yet. Because Anita was bedridden at 4 months pregnant and earned the car from her bed. So, no excuses, right? Opportunity is what this is. So I want to pause before I go to segment 2. And I wanted to just answer some questions going on in the chat, because those of you that are watching the recording will not be able to know what's going on in the chat from comments to questions. So I wanted to be able to do this with you. So a couple questions about what the opportunity brochure. We first have a priority that we are finishing and redoing the red book. You know what I mean when I say that? Our compensation plan guide, or the earning opportunity brochure. That is first priority. Now that we've launched these programs for you, that is in the works, because all brochures had to be rewritten because of, thank you, Cheryl, because of the verbiage that we now have to use differently according to the Direct Selling Association. So that's why we no longer have the opportunity brochure, the blue brochure, or the red book, the earning opportunity brochure. There being the number one priority is the red book, which will now house the programs that we're going to talk about next in part 2 of After Conference. So you're going to see that that will come out in September. Following that, again, we are working on an opportunity brochure, but I think Jafra nailed it. I don't know about you all, but most people want to know about your company, or what products would I be representing, and what makes us different in our history. This is absolutely amazing. So I know in the chat we were looking for the item code, and this is item code 42482 for one of these. If you would like 5 of these, it is 42480 in a group of 5. They are the same as our fold-out guide, 5 for $4. So again, we just continue to give you the tools to open up conversations, because that's the key to connecting to people. So thank you for those questions. Next, a couple of things just to come back to. I want to correct my verbiage. So Forvik did not buy the Jafra House. We went in partnership with Estelle Day, her granddaughter, to bring this legacy home for Jan and Frank, where we will house celebrities and Jafra and so many amazing things, okay? So just so you know, Forvik is partnered with Estelle Day and her company as well, as we move forward into the legacy home. But just stay tuned. You're going to hear the whole story. You'll see even more coming from our legacy. So I don't want to spoil it, but there's more coming. We have a heart for that legacy. Next, again, we talked about men. Someone had a question, and Cheryl, I think it was, had a great comment about the tonic as well. For the men's moisturizer, someone asked about, so do the men choose? Absolutely not. So it's not a choice. It is literally 4 steps. So in the daytime, they end with the sunscreen, just like we do in Boost, just like we do in Luna Bright, just like we do in Revitalize. So it's 1, 2, 3, the 3-in-1 moisturizer, but you always end with the protection. Identical to women's skin, same needs, like Hannah said, the sun shines on a guy or a girl, right? So that's that 4th step. And then in the evening, because there's no sunshine, you are doing the 3 steps in the evening. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 day, 1, 2, 3 at night, very similar to our regimens. So thank you for that. The one thing that we had Cheryl comment about is when they use the tonic, step 2, which is an amazing product, they typically put that on a cotton ball. So if you're going to be out and about, again, doing facials, remember to add that in, or if you're going to have men sampling that, or you could put it in their purchase. Men don't always have cotton balls hanging around or cotton pads, but you might find they don't prefer cotton because it sticks in their scruffies. So you may see them just put it on the corner tip of a washcloth. Okay, so something like that you may find even more useful. The guys were talking a little bit about that last night as well. They're just not cotton people because it sticks to their hair, right? So again, just a little tip there as well. Let me come back, forgive me really quick. I've got another minute before we hit segment number 2. Are there any more questions out there? Go ahead, Marie, thank you.
In the car Mazda program, do you still have, I don't know the correct terminology, but a second, you know, if something happens in your first round, do you still have, you can still back out and come back in? How does that, I know it was kind of, the first round was kind of not definitive. So maybe if you could go over that.
Of course, Lisa. Lisa, do you want to answer that? I know you were saying peace to me, but I don't think you were. So go ahead.
I was saying, okay, if you're talking about the do-overs, like if you miss it for 1 month, we still have the 2 do-overs built in. If you're talking about if we started and like I got through with the first 2 quarters and then dropped out. If you're talking about can we start over, Juan Carlos indicated that we can. At one time, they were saying they were going to limit, they were talking about the possibility of limiting how many times, but he actually said the words, even if you have to start over multiple times, he said that in the presentation. So you're going to get that growth, which is why I said, who cares if you get 6 months down the road and have to start over? You've got 6 months worth of growth, which you never had before, and you live to start again more intelligently. So that's what I got of it. And I haven't read all the FAQs yet, and I'm going to go in and read that. So if I see something that contradicts that, I guess Jackie or somebody will notice it.
It's 2. So everything is 2. Okay. So what that means is, you said it perfectly, Lisa. When you're in the program, you have 4 quarters, right? You have 2 automatic redo months. You don't tell Jafra, we know you hit the 3rd month of a quarter, and one of the characteristics or one of the requirements, forgive me, that you need to achieve didn't get met. Jafra automatically gives you the next month. It's auto. Twice you get that. Then let's say again, just what Marie was saying. Okay, I went into it, but I lost it. I fell out. I missed the requirements. Cool. We let you redo the program as of right now 2 times. So 1 and then 2 more. Okay, so really it's a total of 3. But once you try it, we're going to let you re-enroll at least 2 more times, okay, and give you the full program again. So absolutely, when in doubt or considering, please chat with me and let's see if it's a fit that you're ready to go, okay? I certainly have quite a couple of good interview questions to make sure it's your time. So, all right? And if not, how do I help you get ready? Okay, so don't ever hesitate. Okay, thank you.
I have a question, those monthly goals, because I saw Anita's interview, it was excellent. Do you have that sheet? I mean, is it available in the Mazda program, or what the monthly goals are?
The monthly breakdown that you
Yes.
have to achieve?
Yes.
It's quarterly breakdown, and you get a report from Jeff for personally
No. I don't mean
designed for you.
I mean, is it available to someone? Are those things available, or can you send it to me? The monthly, what you would have to do monthly, if you.
Jackie, I think what I was alluding to was in the brochure that they gave us, I tried to get 2, they wouldn't let me have but 1. They gave us at National Conference, there is a page in there that says, let me look at it right now. Hold on a minute. It's part of the trifold, and it says, okay, so it's got all the little graphs on it and the bubbles on it. It says in month 1, quarter 1, monthly sales of 3,000. So your cumulative is 3,000. Then in month 2, monthly sales are 3,000, so your cumulative is 6,000. Then in month 3, monthly sales are 3,000, so your cumulative at the end of the first quarter is 9,000. So it shows it all along the way, and whenever you're supposed to have another manager, it bumps that amount up by 3,000.
So can we buy that brochure for someone who's interested or no?
No.
Okay, if I didn't get it, I'm going to write to you. Anyway, I looked
I
at
don't
the
have one either.
Hey, Jackie, can I answer this real quick? Because I did ask Juan Carlos about this specific topic. Juan Carlos told me when I was sitting there that every month he will email whoever's in the Mazda Club, he will email them what you did the first month, what goals you met, what goals you need to meet this month, what are your, so he gives you a detailed timeline of what you've accomplished and what you need to accomplish each month in an email specific to your goals, your needs, your situation.
Okay.
So
I just wanted to let you know that the item codes you gave for that other brochure, I tried to order them and they said the item isn't available.
yes, thank you. I'm not sure these are out yet. This was a pre-gift. My gut tells me thank you for trying. I appreciate that. I was going to actually ask one of you to try it. So perfect timing. So I believe these come out September 1st. I think you got the first gift. The Mazda brochure was made exclusively for all of you, okay, at conference. That's our gift to you. So we will upload that brochure. So thank you, Esther, for that.
We are currently busy helping other callers.
Bear with me there. Okay, so when you will see all of these brochures will end up being loaded for you as well. So the Mazda brochure we will load. It's not there yet, but the new one will be loaded online. So you can print those monthly goals that Lisa is referring to. You get a letter. I get a copy on the letter because I'm there to coach you each month and have an appointment with you. Every number is different based on your district when you start. So it can't necessarily just be black and white numbers, other than, like Lisa said, you know what you have to do each quarter and directs, but there's also, you have to maintain and grow $1 over your last year's district numbers too. So there's a lot of variables. That's why we work really close together, okay, with you and your upline, myself, and we call Jafra as needed. So that being said, I'm going to go forward so we can go into segment number 2. Go ahead, Evelyn, really quick.
I don't know if you can see me because we've got 3 screens going. I just wanted to know if we're going to be able to get slides for everything that everyone's talking about. And I know Lisa was sharing her own slides, so I don't know if you have those.
I have all the slides that Juan Carlos had in this presentation. What Lisa did is she just uploaded the brochure. She took pictures and put that in there. It's the same. We've got all of that in the slides for you. Okay. I will save them. It's very large, so I am going to go back and have to probably do 2-3 segments. I'm going to make one unit called National Conference, okay? So that you don't have to keep digging, where do I find things? We'll put the recording there. We'll put as the tools keep coming out, we'll load it there as well. So you will see that's just a quick reference point for us to stay organized for now. Anita's recording, I know somebody typed this, so thank you for that reminder again, is if you go into the Facebook group, Amber Region Consultant Team Group, and you go into units, the top unit is Moving Monday Leaders Toolkit. We have the recording in there, okay? So there's a January through June and a July through December. It's in the July through December unit. You will see Lori and I store slides there, documents there that we do on our Monday webinars or any special webinars as well, okay? So anyway, let's go forward. I want to bring us to part 2. So part 2, what we're going to house is we're going to be taking us into the sweet smell of fragrance success with Esther. And if Gail's with us, I know she wants to share a little bit what she's doing with the salts as well. We're going to talk about the new news for new consultants with Carol Boyer. We're going to talk about the new Welcome to Jafra program for new consultants in the VIP Club with Cheryl Sykes, and I'll close with our new national recognition. So that being said, once you watch this today, I'm going to just go forward before we get started. Once you watch all of this today, on Monday, Leaders and Future Leaders, you have a webinar. It's our goal planning or goal achieving webinar on Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific, like we always have the first and fourth Mondays of the month. That's our leader meeting. We will host a special guest, Isaac Hansen. He is our national account trainer and manager for Zoom. He will be there in the very beginning to help you learn as leaders the power of Zoom. I mean, here we are, we've got 75 people across the nation together on a meeting. That's what we want you to be able to do. Whether you're coming on to do a party, a training, some coaching, whether you're in a room or on Zoom, seeing people face to face is the best you can be if you can't be touching each other. So he's going to come in and bring those expertise to you, Q&A with him, anything you need. We will also then do open mic sharing. I'll do some recognition, but I want to give you the chance to come home from conference or this after conference webinar and process, what are my top ideas? It's great we had training, it's great we had fun, I love all these programs, but what do you plan to do with them? So we're going to do share. So come in with your top 3 ideas from men's care. How will that change your client sales? How will that change maybe parties that you're hearing about, getting together with couples soirees? How will that change your sponsoring and maybe promoting men as leaders? Men love money, so they get business. So what does that mean? Then how will you move forward with fragrance in the biggest season of the year for selling fragrance? And again, with these new programs as a leader, how will you coach and train and recognize differently from the programs we're about to see? So please come in. We're going to do open share format on Monday, okay? So again, let me take you to part 2. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen really quick because we didn't get to share, forgive me here, we didn't get a chance to share our beautiful slide about Lisa. So I love this picture, Lisa. So again, as we go to part 2, I want to close part 1 saying thank you again, Lisa Washington, for all of your shares and putting your heart with us today on that Mazda program. Now, as we go forward, I wanted to pause before I kick into fragrance because I wanted to take us one step back about skincare. There was something that Wendy talked about at National Conference. Wendy Orbach is our worldwide skincare creator and brand. She is amazing. She had a beautiful presentation. What she did talk about is we know of all of the royal brands, Jafra originally really talked about age specific, how Revitalize is over a certain age, Luna Bright, Boost, etc.
Jackie, if you can hear us, you're frozen again.
Hey everybody, this is Esther and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about fragrance, and I'm really sorry about the background noise. We are getting ready for my daughter's surgery, so Lori, I will warn you, if the phone rings, I'm gonna have to get it because you'll be in the hospital. I am not as exciting as the lady who was doing it at conference. If you were at conference, you remember we had balls bouncing around the room and we had cartoons playing on the screen. Sorry, I'm not that good. I will, however, if I can get my screen to share, I will play one video that they had playing at conference and then go from there. See if I can pull it up here. So one of the companies that came in at conference was one of the leading top perfume houses, and this is a video from their company.
Esther, it's not sharing yet.
Kidding me? It's like a pretty video. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. Don't y'all hate it when things don't go the way you want it to?
Esther, is it already on your desktop?
Yeah, I had it right there on the screen. So let me just.
If you click on the share button and then you'll see it, click it.
It should be right here.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
No sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say the sound isn't there.
Forget the video. If you can't hear it, it's not the point. Right? Like, just move on. So, the thing about, it's not working for me, Lori.
Just click stop share at the top of your screen and you should be good.
It's not up there.
It's a red button.
Yep, don't have a red button, guys. How's that?
You got it.
Welcome back. So basically the video is showing you how as you're walking along the beach and you get that smell of the salt air, or as you're like, there's different scents and smells. Scents are I won't say, yeah, I will say they're really important to our day-to-day activity. When you smell something, it takes you back to a time, a place, a memory. It takes you places. So like when you're smelling baby powder, you're thinking about the baby that you held in your arms, that brand new baby. Or if you're smelling, for me, if I'm smelling the almond oil, I think of almond cookies and sugar and Christmas time and holidays and stuff like that. So let's go over here. Can you see this screen?
Not yet.
My computer's acting funny today. How's that?
There you go. You're getting it.
Yay, I'm glad you can see this one.
There you go.
Okay, so a fragrance is something more than just an aromatic composition of fragrances. It's a work of art. It takes these perfume masters at some of the top perfume houses in the world, time and research to put notes and smells and different ingredients together to create the scents that we smell. Even in your laundry soap, the food. Have you ever noticed when you smell something, something to eat, you also can a lot of times taste it. So we use a company called, and I hope I don't mess their name up, Yvonne, and they are the top perfume house in the world. And they do not only do scents for direct sales companies, they do scents for companies like Hugo Boss and some of those top name brands that you hear about. When you're talking about perfumes, they take a lot of work to put together. So here I put a slide together, basically letting you know most perfumes, sorry, that's not what I'm waiting for, are consistent of their main consistency is alcohol, water, and then essences, like the floral essences, the rose, just different woods, herbs, all of those go together to create a fragrance or a perfume. They take natural and synthetic ingredients, they put them together, and that's when you come up with your different concentrations, like the eau de toilette, then you got the eau de parfum, which we're going to talk about today. I'm so excited about this one, you guys. So I sell quite a few fragrances, and my top 3 or 4 are all eau de parfum. One is the gardenia blossom, one is the rose blossom, and now they've come out with the orchid blossom, which was a favorite flower of Jan Days. So that is why they came out with this. This is our legacy year. And so they came out with the Orchid Blossom in honor of her. Your top note is going to be the Nashi pear, and that's the one that you're going to smell first. That's the one that, you know, when you first sniff a fragrance, the top note is what you smell first. That one floats away, and then you'll start smelling that pearly orchid, which smells delicious. If you've ever smelled an actual orchid, oh, they smell so good. And then, I hope I don't say the name wrong, the base note is the heliotrope, which is a beautiful flower. It is, as they have on the screen, a beautiful purple flower. And I'm talking quickly, I'm sorry. So the orchid blossom falls into the floral fruity family. If you ever are interested in the different families, I highly encourage you to go and just do a little research of the different fruity flowers. So our company has given us this awesome fragrance guide. This is the 2019 fragrance guide. However, I'm pretty sure they will be updating it because it does not have orchid blossom in it, and it does not have a couple of the other new ones that came in. But for our purposes, at the top of the guide, it actually tells you the family that these perfumes are in. So I know a lot of you that have been with CAF for a while already know some of this information I'm giving you, but for some of you that have not been in the company for a while, this is information that I really hope you can take away. Get a few of these, get a few of these fragrance guides, because you never know when somebody comes up to you and they're gonna be like, well, I really like floral scents. Okay, grab your guide. Here it is, floral scents, and it gives you all of those fragrances that are in our standard catalog. On one side is the men, on the other side, it's the women. This new Orchid Blossom smells so good. It is considered to be in like the younger category. However, I do have people of all ages who love this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum, so it will
Now you're with me again, people.
Laurie, are you kicking all of these people out?
Yes, you did.
No, who's the Zoom monster today?
I know Esther's back. Yay, Esther's back.
So you won't be able to see my screen. However, I was at the part, Jackie, about it is an eau de parfum. So you will have 7 hours or longer of that fragrant smell. It has a higher concentration of those base essential oils that create the fragrance. This scent is beautiful. So a lot of times I have messaged a number of my clients who like the orchid blossom, the rose blossom, even those that like the Paris or the Diamonds Blush, even though they're not in the same family, they all have a similar background note in there. So I message them, I'm like, look, try this. And they've all really, really liked this Orchid Blossom. Kaki, can you go to the next one, please? So if you want to learn more about this Orchid Blossom fragrance, please, please, please go check out the business meeting in the unit in GAFRA information and events. I believe it's in that, Lori, correct me if I'm wrong. It has like a whole little story in there about the Orchid Blossom. Oh yeah, definitely the purple. Go with GAFRA's purple. So really, I want you guys to take away, don't be scared of selling fragrances, guys. Fragrances are a top seller for me. I will be honest, I sell more fragrance than I do skincare, because fragrance, you can take a fragrance, if you go online, there's a couple of websites that I use, like one of them is called, I hope I say this right, Fragrantica. If you go to that website, all you have to do is type in a note, like for example, the Paris perfume, type in strawberry, scroll down, you will find Paris on that page. I was like, I will not find any perfumes on this because, you know, they only do time. No, they do. They have Paris on there. They have Gardenia on there. So you can actually go into some of these websites, type in just the notes that the client is looking for, and you will find a fragrance from the guest that they will love. Do I have another slide?
Nope. You're good.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we'll hear from Gail
What's
now.
the name of that website?
I will put it in the WhatsApp. I hope I'm saying it right. I believe it's pronounced Fragrantica. It's really weird. It's like F-R-A-N. Let me type it in the website. I'll type it in the website for you guys. But it's several websites that I use. One of them, I go in and I look up according to family, like floral oriental or floral floral or floral fruity, and it will give you a whole range. Not just Casper, okay? Let's be real. They have all different name brands in there, but it'll give you a whole range and idea of different fragrances that your will like, and go from there.
Excellent. So I love what Esther's doing. This came up at our meeting last night. We had some guests there, and again, guys and gals were there, and guys and girls. And it was really about, there it is, Frantica. Thank you, Michelle. Frantica.com. So absolutely fabulous. And you said it perfectly, Esther. When the key is, because you're going to get into the biggest gift selling season of fragrance and remove every fear you have. Remember, I know, Betty, you've gotten really good at this. When you get that monthly brochure, find the scent strips in the book first. Engage your team in a quiz on Facebook, right? Again, quiz them. What pages, what family is this in? Start to involve your team through fun, engaging ways to learn fragrances. Because fragrance is so simple to sell, and the average woman is buying a fragrance bottle of some sort for herself or someone else every single month. Every month. So imagine every person at a party adds in a fragrance, $40 times each person, right? Or $25 per person. So it's an upsell, and they're as loyal to skincare as they are to fragrance. So whoever they trust in that family of skincare or fragrance, they want to buy. You have one of the largest plethories of families and products in a fragrance company. So again, what Esther's saying, find out if you have a man who's buying for his wife, to ask the question, send me a picture of the fragrances on her shelf. Or do you know what brand she's always faithful to? Because when you do that, you can then Google or go to these websites. I love Esther's got a couple of websites. That's fantastic. Or you can Google what family fragrance family is Chanel in, okay? Oops, someone is sharing their screen. So Galaxy S7, you shared your screen, so you need to unshare it. Thank you so much, appreciate it, no big deal. So again, you can Google the family fragrance. You can Google the top notes. Like Esther said, they like the strawberries. That's what's in some of the fragrances they like. Great, you can Google that. By fragrance ingredients, top notes, base notes, heart notes. You can Google the family, and you can match it. They're all categorized 99% similar in other companies. Or ask about their personality. So you can look in your monthly brochure, and we evoke a personality. Whether he's the outdoor woodsman and he's got the flannel shirt on. Look at the words about adventure in your monthly brochure this month. And that's the type of person who wears that. So there's personality, there's stories, there's ingredients, and there's family fragrances. So Esther, kudos, fantastic. Love what you did. Really appreciate that. And I don't know, forgive me, I lost power. Were you able to talk about coffee beans?
No, I'm leaving that for Gail.
Perfect. Thank you. Love it.
A couple of things that I did want to cover. Okay, so I know that a lot of people have been taught that by rubbing the perfume and stuff, it will break the notes. It actually does not break the notes down. She did bring that up in a conference. Somebody asked her about it. By the time they mix all those ingredients together and emulsify them and shake them up and do whatever else they do to them, and then it gets packaged and then it gets shipped, if there's any notes to be broken, trust me, they're already broken. So it is okay to spray your wrist and rub it. I know that a lot of people, I get fussed at all the time for rubbing it. So now I'm like, ha ha ha, the lady at Humanities, I can do that if I want to. There's no wrong way to put on a perfume. There's no, don't be scared to. She was doing all different ways at conference. It was hilarious. She was jumping around on the stage and everything. So, you know, find that fragrance that you love and try it out. And Gail is going to show you guys some really cool ways of displaying for a perfume party.
Thank you so much, Esther. Take it away, Gail.
I love what you did, Esther. Thank you. Thank you. The coffee beans she indicated we've learned in the past that coffee beans cleans your palate. Well, it really doesn't, only because now you have a coffee fragrance. And so you blend it all together. So you just want to like be out in the open and put it in the crick of your elbow. And that's where you mostly smell the fragrance. But I also wanted to share, she had said that 1% of the population remembers what they touch, 2% of what they remember is what they hear, 5% of what they see, 15% of what they taste, and 35% of people remember the scent. Like Esther was saying, when you have that baby smell, you go back to that birthing moment when you have that baby, or that first rose that you had at your sweet 16 or whatever. So that 35% is what is your target. So having aromatic is key. We had our training last night and I did our mock-up to what was at the fragrance bar in Austin. And I'm gonna kind of show my, I don't know, can you see it? Let me turn my camera, I think. Not sure. Okay, we have our, well, let me just do this. What am I doing now? Geez, oh Pete. Okay, so we have here our men's, this is coarse sea salt, or you can use Epsom salt. I use a cup of the Epsom salt and desired food coloring of your choice. You can mix the food colorings to make your desired color. And I've done two, one where I've soaked it and one where I've just sprayed it. The soaking took, I still have a very high fragrance to it. The one with the spray is still very faint. This is our Flores. Put it in our little martini glass. I got it at Smart and Final. And as I was putting my display together, a friend of mine came to my little table here and has this is Karen, and she is smelling the fragrances, and she is going to be purchasing a fragrance.
Absolutely.
Woohoo! So you just never know what tabletop you're gonna attract. Having martinis at a table really does do wonders.
So someone just asked, you soaked the salts. So what salts did you buy? How much again of fragrance did you add? They're just asking again.
I did it two ways because she indicated sea salt, regular table sea salt, you get it that you eat. So I did that and Epsom salt, and I did a cup of each, poured it in a cup, and mixed the desired food coloring. And then I sprayed the fragrance men or women's, into the cup, and then I poured it in my display martini glass, which is what they had at conference.
And how
the
much of the
soaking of it-
fragrance do you think you sprayed?
I probably did about 10 pumps. The one I soaked, I did the Navigo, where I took the, because it's on special, took the cap off and I poured a little bit, probably maybe this much of it, like maybe half an inch, because she did say that you'd use a lot of fragrance, but I'm sure she was making like super gigantic vats of it. But depends on how long you're displaying it and what you're going to use it for. If you need large quantities, and you need it for an all-day tabletop, then I would probably do the soaking. If you need it for just like a hour or two event, spraying is probably just fine. And you just stir it up. And the Epsom salt, of course, everything is water soluble, so you can just dump it down your drain and you just have a colored tub.
That's awesome. It looks amazing. It was so cool at the expo, and how fabulous. You went home instantly and duplicated that. Tabletops have just, look at that. What a way to display fragrance. And people can't really be spraying all the time, right? So I just absolutely love it. And I love what Michelle said. Epsom salt in your tub is awesome too, right? So I don't know what the dye will do, but
this is the
find out.
Navigo.
Love it.
This is the Flores, and I have my little table and my friend Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Love this
Navigo. What a fabulous thing. Thank you so much for putting that into action so we can all see. This is the season of tabletops, right? So what a perfect way to get us all going.
Well, another thing they did is they had that little heart that they sprayed with the orchid.
The wood.
Awesome. The little
wood heart.
The wood heart. And I thought that, I mean, mine still smells good.
Yes. Anything absorbent, like that soft wood, like Sandra just showed us, a business card, always spray your business cards because the cotton absorbs it. Tissue paper in your Jafra orders. So everything is scentable, to be able to apply because it's absorbent. And put a little sticker on your bags, right? Even on your brochures, I know Betty does this, what pages the scent strips are on, right? Order a fragrance. So every book nets you from 2 to 6 fragrances. So you make more scents by drawing attention to the scents. Last night, I did that at the meeting. No one knew there was any scents in the book. The guys couldn't find it. People couldn't find it. So if you think they get the book and they're not buying fragrance, you're not bringing fragrance to their noses. Right? So again, what a great opportunity to recharge, like Esther said, our way that we see the ability and the opportunity and the joy to sell fragrance. Remember this with fragrance. They can buy it and save money with your monthly specials. They can book and get it at 67% off with a party because it's part of your hostess program. Or 3, they can begin and have an aroma scent making business with your business kit. Do they want to buy, book, or begin to get the fragrances for them and their family this season? So skincare and fragrance are our 2 largest departments. So thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Gail and Esther, let's hear it for them. Woo! I love it, love it, love it. So let me get back to my screen. And again, we want to do a great big thank you to our dynamic duo today. Esther, great picture down there in Austin View. And of course, Gail sporting her proud new manager, Tina. So thank you again for your quick guides on fragrances today. Going forward, do I have Carol Boyer with us?
Yes, you do.
Yay, Carol, I see your pictures off, so I'm going to fix that for you. But Carol, thank you so much for being here. We know you went home and ended up with some surgery. How's surgery healing?
Good. I took off the bandages today.
Yay, she's healing. That's good news. We need you to be our clap. So we're glad you're getting healed there as we celebrate. So I'm going to take us to our slides, and I'll fix your beautiful picture there, Carol, so we can see that. You can see Carol there at National Conference. Carol is going to bring us what's new with our new consultant program. So Carol, I'm going to let you take it away to what happens with new consultants effective now.
Well, this was very exciting for all of us that we learned at National Conference that starting August 18th and moving backwards to August 1st, you'll figure it out. Jaffa will take care of it for you if you sponsored anyone from August 1st through the 17th. But starting now, every new consultant that you sponsor with $400 or more retail sales, and it's cumulative, so they did 200 and they do another 200 by the end of the month, last day of the month, but it's better to do it first. They're going to get 50% commission profit savings, whatever they want from Jafra. So that is wonderful news. And we all know that any $300 or $399 order is 40%, less than 300 is 30%. So I always say to everyone, be a smart salesperson, or for those that want to be just wholesale buyers, and we know we have those, they want that, that's what they want at this time, then be a smart shopper and show them the difference. I always do between a $300 order, I should say, yeah, $300 order to $399 is $20 difference to get to $400. And the main thing is, you know, show them the new consultant packs. One, the skincare pack is more than $1,000 retail value, even though it's only going to cost them $200. So please update your action brochures. You might want to do that before you let them out of your hands, and fix that up in the book so that you know that it's $200 because they get it at 50% off. Or they can get either one. The fragrance one is a little more than $900 retail value. So it's really so much worth it. And then there's also the Jubilee pack. The Jubilee pack is a little bit more, but only $25 more with $500, and that is worth more than $1,200. So the main thing is just show people what is available to them and let them make the decision with your showing the smart shopping, the smart profitability. If they just want to come in for wholesale, I'm saying share your 50% with all your friends and family. So it's getting more products, and that's their choice. But some people might want to do that. I mean, 14 orders of $30 each is giving them a $400 order. So very simple, break it down. So then in their second month, so the first month, even if they place the $300 more order, they're still going to get 50% with a $300 more order. They're going to get 50% their second month. So, but I really am encouraging everyone that's coming in with as a new consultant to come in with a $400 order. Why would you want to come in with 300 and pay 180 or sometimes more? There are some people that will order $360, $70, $370, and they don't realize that a $400 order is really less for them. So this is so good. And I'm going to when Cheryl's going to tell you more about the VIP program in the next second. I think we have one more slide. Do we not, Jackie, or that's it?
No, you are good to go. Perfect, Carol. You kept it simple because it is simple, right? So this program started in August. Thank you so much, by the way. Let me pause. Thank you so much, Carol Boyer. Appreciate you. Happy continued healing. And going forward, as Carol said, if you have consultants that joined Jafra prior to this launch we just launched, meaning they joined August 1st or later, if they've already achieved 400, then, and they don't place another order the rest of the month, Jafra will mail them a check for the difference of commission. If they have achieved 400 prior to the 18th or 19th, and they place another order, we will bump that extra commission into that order, or, you know, take more off that order for them for a lesser cost. And again, anyone who has joined all month long, they have the rest of this month to accumulate to $400. So you can see that in your email. Jafra sent a message to everyone this week. Now, there's more, as Carol said. We have, alongside this fantastic brand new program of 50% their first month, there's more. we're going to move to a new Welcome to Jafra program, a reward program for those new consultants in their consistency, and to support you to keep new consultants going, because that's the key, is to keep driving them consistently. Their behavior their first 90 days, as goes the business for them. So we're going to help you retain a consistent business. So to bring us that, please help me welcome Carol Sykes.
Hey, I am really, really excited about this new Welcome to Jafra program because it builds on the 50% for new consultants in the month that they join Jafra. So it just makes it simpler. It makes the program simpler. It makes them better. And I'm just really excited because it helps everyone get off to that good, solid start. Now, this first 4-month program starts in September. So any consultants that started in August are under the old program that you're going to find on pages 8 to 11 in this book. But for new consultants that we sponsor next month, this is what they're going to have. The main thing that I want everybody to remember is that your first month of this Welcome to Jafra program, which is your start month, it's the month where you join Jafra, that is your use it or lose it month. If you don't participate in Welcome to Jafra your very first month, you cannot participate in it for the rest of the other 4 months. So it's really very, very important that we share this key use it or lose it component of Welcome to Jafra with everybody that we sponsor, and it's going to make them a lot stronger starting off, and it also gives them a lot more to work for. There's more of a reward, a long-term reward for them to start with a $400 order. So first month is the month that you join, and that's when you get the $400, 50% at $400 in retail sales. Months 2 and 3, you can see, look very similar to what we had in the current program, but you've got some extra products built in there. You've got a beautiful nail lacquer in addition to the Paris et Moi Eau de Parfum for the second month with $400 in sales or more. Don't stop at $400, minimum $400. And then in month 3, you get the hand cream in addition to the Royal Jelly Revitalize. Month 4 is the new addition to the lineup, and that is a beautiful collection of Royal Jelly color products. So I'm really excited about just the whole lineup of what people will get for that. So basically you have to, you have to start out on the right foot, okay? So this replaces the new consultant free products that were coming in. And as I mentioned, the people who were joined in August or before are grandfathered in, and they cannot participate in the new Welcome to Jafra program. The flip side of that is that they still are eligible to get those wonderful free sets, the Royal Jelly Revitalized sets, which have a tremendous value and is just beautifully packaged, and they can use those as well. So new consultants joining beginning September 1st will participate in this new welcome program, and that replaces everything that you see in this current brochure. Okay. Now, there's another program that starts this month, and I'm really excited about this one too, because again, as Lisa was saying, everything builds. Everything is in line with each other. It all dovetails together, which makes it really fabulous and easy to explain and support. And this particular program rewards consistent activity, and we all know that's one of the hallmarks of building your business, is being consistent and being out there sharing Jafra on a regular basis. So, and it is, do we have a drum roll? I think you know what it is. It's our VIP club program, and I'm just absolutely thrilled with that. It actually starts now. So what you do now really will set you on the road to success going forward. So how does this club work? Well, again, the VIP club members are going to have some wonderful benefits. The first time you become eligible for the VIP club, you get a welcome package. And then going forward after that, as you stay in the club, you will get exclusive Jafra gifts and marketing offers and other little special perks that other consultants do not get. So how does it work? What do you have to do? Everybody wants to be a VIP. And no surprise, it's all based on having a minimum of $400 or more in personal sales each month for 3 consecutive months. Now, when you do that, you're going to get a gift in your first order of the next month. So let's say we start right now and you do August, September, and October, $400 in each of those months. You should get a gift in November because that would be the 4th month in this example. But since going forward in 2020, these gifts are going to be dropped on a calendar quarter basis. Your first gift will come in January. Okay. So then you'll do the next 3 months and then your gift will be dropped in April. So in this welcome packet, you're going to get a letter saying, welcome, we're proud of you for being a member of the VIP club. A club pin that you can proudly wear, a great key ring that you can use that'll strike up conversations, as well as a VIP club notebook. And to maintain, it's just easy peasy, 1 party a month. And who shouldn't be doing 10 parties a month? But when you have a minimum of at least $400 in personal sales each month, that keeps you in line to be a member of the VIP club. So 3 months in a row, you get a gift. 3 months in a row, you get a gift. And this shows, don't wait till January to start. But this shows an example of when you have the 400 in January, February, and March, you get your gift in your April 1st order. And then April, you'll see, starts that second qualification period right away. April, May, and June, the gifts in July. And again, July starts the 3rd qualification, and you get a gift in October. Now, the neatest thing is what these gifts are. When this slide was shown at conference, everybody was going, ooh, ah, wow. So during 2020, these will be the gifts that you will be getting. And I hope y'all are all muted. Maybe you can unmute everybody so we can all do the oohs and ahs. But it is fabulous. You see gorgeous pearl jewelry, some really neat earrings, a wonderful pocketbook. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to be a part of the VIP club. And as I said, who does not want to be a VIP? So there you are.
Ooh, ah, woo! Right?
Oh, so
I
cool.
love it. Cheryl, that was awesome.
So I have a clarification, a question. You mentioned that the consultants who started before September 1st still participate in the Free World Jelly Set, but that's a separate program. That's the Fast Start. So
No.
Okay, let me answer if I may, please.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just want to.
Let me do a few clarifications of both programs, okay? So, and then we'll go to Fast Start. So first, again, a couple of key things Cheryl said to take note on. The Welcome to Jafra program, effectively with the 4 months, begins September 1st. Anyone, June, July, August sponsors are in their 3 months free products that we have today, but they also have the 50%, right? If they're joining in August this month. The new Welcome to Jafra program, it is not, you can do it when you want to and get the gift that month like it is right now. That has changed. This is the only way you get all of these gifts is doing it month after month. If you miss month 2, you're out. That's new, okay? So catch that. So when she said in the first month, she's right on. And then every month after, or your 4-month program stops. So that's to the Welcome to Jafra. Let me go to VIP, a couple of clarifications. VIP 400 is this month. What a huge opportunity these last 8 days of August for all of you to launch this program. So again, she was spot on. How do you enter? August, September, October, for us getting started already, all of those 3 months you do 400, you now became an official VIP member. only one time do you get this amazing, beautiful membership club box. We have spent a lot of money on this incredible packaging. We couldn't do the picture justice. We don't have it ready to show you. But it is this, like, you remember when you get gifts and it's like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. They will feel VIP. You get that membership box once. You are now an official VIP club member. So that will drop. We will start dropping welcome boxes in November. In November is the first month that you are then eligible if you hit 400 in November. So you're a member, but now every month you do 400, you are eligible for monthly marketing offers. Some of you have been here as long as me, and that was the old Active Sellers Club. Deep, deep, deep discounts, so you make more money on current products or specials we have or upcoming products. So that only happens each month that, again, you have achieved your 400, forgive my brain, you have achieved your 400 the previous month. So if I did that 400 in November, I'm a member, and I did my 400, then I'm eligible, the previous month, I'm eligible for the marketing offers. The quarterly gifts that Cheryl is talking about, everything is based on quarterly. They only come out one time. You don't have to be 400 all 3 months to earn some of those premiums for the quarter. But you want it all? Then every month for the quarter, do 400, 400, 400, and that whole collection is yours. So the first collection drop, prize premiums for the quarter, are going to drop in January. Because if you did 400 in October, November, December, you earned your membership during that time as well. That quarter, you did all 3 months, you get all the premiums. The picture you saw is not the first premium drop in January. Those are one of the premiums coming in 2020. Okay?
But Juan Carlos said November would be the first one. If we do
November is the welcome package, ladies.
August, September, October.
August, September, October is the first welcome package and marketing offers we offer you.
That's what I said. Will come in November.
Correct. But your premiums, a welcome package is not the same as your premiums.
Right. So what I'm saying, no, my question is, or I misunderstood that, so that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
However, let's say someone does October, November, December, then they get their welcome package and premium in January?
No.
So if they did October, November, December, January, they became a member. So now they have the next quarter to earn the premium because you have to be a member.
Well, would Jackie wonder if they do August, September, October, November, and December? If they do all 5 months, 400, they're consistent for that. Will they get a premium in January, or will they get just the welcome packet in November?
No, because they did August, September, October, you get a welcome package one time. Whenever you do your first 3 months, you're official.
Right.
If you did the quarter, which was October, November, December, yes, your premium is dropped in your January order.
Okay.
Then when you do January, February, March, the premium for that quarter is dropped in your order in April. The premium, Dia, is like the picture of the purse. That's one of the premiums we're going to do next year. I don't have the premium for quarter 4 of 2019. All these details will be in your action. So pause. You will have everything there in your action in September. You will see the gifts. You will see the package, all of that. We just wanted to get you ready for it, and we decided to give you August as a bonus.
So premium is another word for gift?
Yeah.
That collection. It's a collection. It's a premium. It's a premium collection of awards only for VIP clubs who did that quarter.
Okay.
And you can still, you'll get some of the premiums even if you do 1 or 2 months, but do all 3 and the whole collection is yours. Watch the details on that. I don't have answers to anything more than this. Okay?
Can I clarify what you said, Jackie? August, September, October, they'll receive a welcome gift box. Only that first 3 months will those people be receiving that. You set a beautiful box welcoming them. And the next 3 months that people place the $400 order will not be receiving that major box you were talking about. And I think you called it, so.
No.
Welcome box.
Let me explain. Welcome is not timely, like you have to do it now. The welcome box is anytime a Jafra consultant does 3 months in a row of 400. Anytime, no
The
time.
first time, but it's the first time they do it.
They get a welcome to the VIP club. It will explain in there how to get monthly marketing offers. Every time they do 400, they're eligible for the 400 marketing offers. Anytime they're a part of a $400 quarter, they will get some or all of the premiums that we list for that quarter.
I understood that.
It'll make sense when it comes out in September, but you don't have to do August, September, October to get a welcome box. It's any 3 months that you go 3 in a row.
Okay, that was the clarity I needed.
Perfect.
There was something that confused me otherwise. Thank you.
You got it. Absolutely.
So there's two welcome packages. There's a welcome to Jafra for new consultants, and there's a welcome to the VIP club for current consultants.
But guess what?
What?
Bingo, perfect question, because guess what? Can you see these go hand in hand, AKA Lisa's point, everything's evolving together? So here's your new consultant. She does her 4 months, right? She earns every gift. What did she also just do?
For VIP.
Boom.
Okay.
You got it. Look at how that works beautifully for your new consultants. That is one of our main gaps we have, is keeping them consistent. The Fast Start program, let me finish with that. So the Fast Start program, stay tuned. Honestly, Juan and Judith are still, they said this from the platform and we still mean it. We are still verifying by budget if what will happen to those previous consultants before this month, before September 1st, what's going to happen to the Fast Start program. We do not have the facts on that, so I can't tell you people in the previous program are going to get 1 year of Royal Jelly. This program of VIP and the new Welcome to Jafra is very costly, and the 50%. So we have to budgetarily see the final answers to that. So just stay tuned. Jafra will communicate, or I will. I'm hoping by Monday we have an answer for you. Our goal, I can tell you what's on the table, is anyone previous to September 1st will still be eligible for their iPad. Okay, so we want to complete that 6-month program, but I'm not sure about the 1 year Royal Jelly. It may be replaced by the Welcome to Jafra and the VIP club. So I have no more answers to it. Just stay tuned. We will absolutely verify they're still in, looking at those programs in the right way to do that. So that will come in the future. Okay, go ahead, Evelyn.
So the new consultants program, we have month 2, they're adding the nail lacquer, and month 4, they're adding the royal color. Love those. My question is, do they select their colors, or are the colors already preset?
Great question. The products will evolve and change. They may not be what they see in a picture, okay? Our goal is, because inventory moves so quickly, it's a new program, we can't guarantee our inventory and the exposure of, we're gonna have explosions of sponsoring we haven't had. So we always will put in there, these products may be substituted for others. Our goal is to, you can see the strategy, to give them enough of the 4 different departments to add into their kit, right? And get them exposure to the departments. So, and we're picking our top selling items to do so. So that being said, that's our goal, to always give them the top in those product categories at that time. But we will update as we need to within the action brochure. We will not be able to update our opportunity brochure constantly, but we will always do any additions or changes if we can catch it in the action brochure. So that's a really good question. It's not choosing, it's preset products, just like our current program. Okay, great question. Anyone else with questions? How do you like the programs?
I like them.
Right? So I want to pause on the kits. I don't want you to use the verbiage, and no one would know this, okay? So the $39 kit for men, we don't have a due date. It's coming soon, as the slide said, okay? So we have the 19, and hang with us as we go forward, but coming soon, that's going to eventually become our standard kit. So you'll have the $39 men, $49 women, and $99 women. I don't want to say women. Sorry, I just got used to that there. That was not right. So we have the 39, the 49, and the 99, forgive me. That will be there. And then, of course, our specialty of the month kits, you know, wherever we plant those within our marketing plan. So just know it's coming soon, that you will start to see our official $39 men's kit happening, okay? But I don't have an official date. It could be September, but I want you to know that's wavering as well, okay? So I think I'm just gonna boogie through here on any of these questions. Forgive me really quick. I wanna move forward so we can get near our 2 hours of our recording. Bear with me here. I think we've answered everything. Everybody loves the programs. This is a funny question, but it's happened to me so many times in the last 24 hours. It's really funny. Can a woman buy a men's $19 kit? What do you all think? Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You got it. So it's a good question. They asked it last night. You know, it's funny. I got stumped. I'm like, well, duh, yes, of course. But you know how you do that like I just did? It's like, that's a funny question. Well, of course you can. So we don't care what anyone joins with. So again, looking forward to many more shares on our Monday call. I'm going to go to our wrap up here. I've only got 5 minutes left of our 2-hour recording. So let me just end with this. And by the way, thank you, Carol. Thank you, Cheryl. Great job on these amazing programs. Gail and Esther for fragrance. So products and programs, as you see, were so amazing at National Conference. What I just want to end with is you. This is your time to decide how to shine. National recognition is out. We printed the book, by the way. So we printed the best of the best for all of the attendees at National Conference. We will be printing the Earning Opportunity brochure and probably sending it to leaders. I'm not sure the format after where that brochure goes. Being in the brochure selling business is very, very expensive. So, and we don't sell them. So notice if you get exclusivity, you get exclusivity. So as you take a look here, I'm going to boogie through very quickly because this is for you to decide, what am I going to earn? This started July 1st. It ends December 31st. This is where we'll talk a little bit more with some recognition ideas for leaders and how to really utilize this as your recognition program to find those who want to share and shine in 2019 for our 2020 banquet. It begins now, going through this book and deciding what you're going to be and who on your team is also going to be shining bright at Conference 2020. So as you know, what's a little different is we have, we're back to, it's nothing new, but it's back and I couldn't be more happy. There's some regional recognition and there's some national. When we do this, we will also award top achievers at different titles, which I love. We've taken the best of the past and put it all into a simple format. What we have first, so this is for you and to identify who you're going to be coaching each week to achieve these gifts. These are your top 2 right here as a leader of influence, as a consultant who wants to grow her income 2 ways to paydays with selling and sponsoring. Number 1, 12 personal $400 QNCs. That is 12 people you personally sponsor July 1st to December 31st. They join and they have 400 retail the month they join or the following month. That will earn our beautiful star sharing pin. That's our award. Then we'll honor the top in the nation in every titled category. Okay, that's national recognition. Next, consultants who have $6,000 in personal retail sales. So I love how Carol breaks down for the $14, $30 orders. Help consultants see $1,000 a month is not out of their league. It literally is $250 a week. It literally is 5 client orders a week, or 1 party, or a couple of facials with friends. So help them see it's attainable. And what would that income mean to their family between now and year end? See what the sales are from July and August, and let's get them caught up and have them as our 2019 sales achievers. This is our brilliant sellers group. Then again, top 3 in the nation per title. So you can see yourself, but circle in the book if you have it. Pay attention. We'll download this again in Beautiful coming very soon. So what an opportunity to decide now. Don't show up and be surprised. Show up and be on purpose. Intentions begin now. Next, what do we have quickly? We are doing our Royal Skincare sales like we've been doing every year. We track and measure those with Royal Skincare sales. To my knowledge, it's revitalized. I've asked the question all week. I still don't have an answer because the home office has been doing budgets all week since we got home. We haven't had really minutes to breathe. Please forgive us, but we will get you that answer. If this year we will be combining other products besides Revitalize, such as Boost, Men's, etc. I will get you that answer, but I'm saying this because leaders start really training again how to sell Jafra Royal as well. This is a huge opportunity to hit $4,000. That includes Stay Royal, your sales, your orders, all of that, okay? I'll give you the details on any of those questions though with future once I have that. Next is the key to abundance. This is now look at your Central District sales. Again, looking at sales growth over last year, July through December. Know that number, track yourself to be, again, growing Central District. We haven't had this in a while. I'm super happy to bring this back. We know sponsoring and promoting groups is the way to grow Central District, but now is the time to pay attention to that and look in your reports for that. Next, we have developing leaders. My favorite is right here. I know Miss Helen was on and she shared her beautiful ring when she earned this exact same award. We're back with it. I love it. Promote 3 first-time new managers, August 1st to January 1st, who are all, again, averaging $2,400 a month. So they need to be doing their maintenance and beyond. You get the honeycomb necklace and the honeycomb trophy. To the right, the leader
Jackie,
with the most, yes.
your screen's has not shared yet.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
No problem. I thought you were talking through it, and then I realized you thought you were on screen. Sorry.
I did. I thank you so kindly.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
here we go. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. And mine said it was sharing. So funny. Okay. Love technology today. We got a weird one. All right. Let me get my screen here. There we go. Thank you. All right. So again, here is your brochure. Here is your time dates. Again, you can see regional and national. In the corners, you will see the categories for national and the categories for regional if you look in the corner of the pages. So here's your top sharing award. Here's your top sales awards. 12 personal, 6,000 personal. This is personal success for you and your consultants. Top in the nation receive our beautiful trophies, the Goddess and the Sharing and Shining Star Award. And someone's writing on my screen, just FYI. Okay, next. We have the Jafra Royalty. That's that beautiful Jafra Royalty Award trophy for sharing Jafra Royal skincare. Then we have the key to abundance, growing your Central District growth. I think this is beautiful with the beautiful key and pin trophy. Next, here's my fave, the honeycomb. Thank you for erasing that. The honeycomb. The honeycomb is for those, again, with 3 branches promoted and an average of $2,400 per month during those 6 months. So the necklace and the trophy. Here again is catching up quickly. The top leader by title with the most first-time direct leaders moving up. Again, you have different categories. So how many of your directs are moving up as a DM1, DM2, DM3? You'll see all the categories. I love this. I remember these awards. I have them in my award closet. The tree, the beautiful tree of branching out, the pin and the trophy. That's top in the nation. Next, for the ambassadors and district directors, when you promote a first-time new district director, look in your red book. The cash is amazing. I think it's $2,000. Or $2,000 for them, $1,000 for you. It's amazing, and we also are going to recognize you on stage with our beautiful trophies and essential piece pin to the puzzle. Love it. Next, this is really key, years of partnership. I'm going to challenge every leader in your monthly newsletter to start adding every anniversary. Clients celebrate birthdays. Consultants celebrate anniversaries. You know, that is one of the things that's kept us, the legacy alive in Jafra, is the years of loyalty. You saw a beautiful demonstration celebrating Carol Mosby, Carmen Saucedo, Vicky Hacking, Luman Holland, Sylvia Amoris Pine, and Duran Dalton, all with 50 to 60 years service with beautiful stories. You bring those stories. What a testimony each month at your meeting. Who celebrated this month their anniversary with Jafra? It's on your reports. Lori and I will show you report training again to align to this recognition in our webinar in September, our first one. So we'll help you if you feel like, oh, I still don't know reports. We're going to help you with this because recognition is the most important part of your leadership. You bring this to life now and again in your monthly recognition. So I'm going to challenge you to go to the party store and buy a rollout carpet. Let them practice when they hit $1,000 month. They sponsor 2. They have their anniversary, what it's like to be honored and celebrated. Make recognition, VIP seating at your meetings, new consultants earning their welcome gift. What does recognition feel like at your meetings, on Zoom, in a room, and in your newsletter? Having postcards, following up throughout the month to achieve these levels in this brochure. Let's be awards, celebration, recognition extraordinaire. It's a fresh start. It's a new me in 63. So again, we'll continue the 1 year, the 5 year, the decanters, the pins, the founders. So have founder seating if you have that in your district or branch. Make everything as if they're practicing at the banquet. That's what we're going to do. You saw a great conference. It's even going to get better. That's Hudith and her expectations. That's what we promised. We didn't promise perfection yet, but get ready. It's coming. We had an incredible time with you. We thank you for that. So again, there's a little bit more. There's, again, top in the region. Look at the upper corner, it's regional. Top consultant or leader with the highest number of personal sponsors. P.S. I used to love being #1 when I was in the field. I would study the beautiful site and look every month at Jackie's newsletter and go, who's top? And I'd track them because I wanted to win. So if that's you, start looking in beautiful. Who's top in personal sponsoring? Look in our regional newsletters. Again, same thing, personal sales. Be intentional to be the best, and we'll be honoring you with pins and trophies. That is regional, so all 11 regions will have one. Remember this, it's not just sharing and caring, it's caring enough to make a difference. Together with new product, new consultants, new clients, new conversations, new samples, bringing you new programs for consistency, simple that everyone can do by using Jafra and sharing a little bit online, on the go, in a home, in Zoom, in a room, at a table, in a park. That's what we do. We have brought you more because you deserve more, and we have a legacy to leave. So every day, getting your team together to really say, what are your goals? Where are you going to be on stage at Conference 2020? You're only 18 weeks away. Focus each day. Plug them into Smart Start Monday, Smart Start Advanced Thursdays. Join us on our coaching groups to become a whole Amber Region team. I picture new red dresses. Rosa kicked it off. There's more of you to come. I picture Vicky never being alone again on stage in a gold dress as our only ambassador. And I picture you being the best version of you, by the end of this year so we can honor you at a red carpet event in February. So bring those hot share ideas on Monday. Remember, there's so much on the table with our kits, our men's line now with our business kits, and our packs and our Jubilee packs for everyone. We have everything that you need to succeed and kick off 63 in a whole new way. There's 8 great days ahead. I wish you a great closing. I want to thank you for attending today. I know we went just a little over 2 hours to our recording. I thank you for that. Thank you for those at conference. Looking forward to seeing you in a Zoom room real soon. This now ends our recording, and I will stay online live for anyone with any other further questions. Thank you again. Thank you for being 63.